I've always innately been passionate about helping people. So when I see an opportunity, I just jump in, boots and all. I really thought about it and realized the only thing that's holding me back is me and my own potential judgment of myself or thoughts of what I thought other people would think of me. I guess we've been raised to be the good girl, to be quiet and be respectful.
Hey, welcome to the show, Leading and Growing Your Real Estate Business. This is Coach James Short, aka Shorty. And this is a show for those within the real estate industry wanting to lead and grow their real estate business. It's a series of interviews that we conduct for those within the industry. So we're finding out what those leaders are within the industry, what makes them tick, what's their story, what are their strategies, and how to become the leaders and the growers within the industry. But also, it's an interview series with those outside of the industry. I'm always a big believer of looking at a whole different part of the pie rather than just focusing on one part of the pie. Because what it does, it allows you to have a different perspective, allows you to get snippets or golden nuggets from those outside of the industry that can look in the industry and go, there's a different perspective. And I encourage you to reach out to the guests. I encourage you to lean into these series to find out how can these pieces of information, experiences, stories help you lead and grow your real estate business. Hi, and welcome back to another edition. And we have a very special guest with us today, Renee Richardson, embodied CEO coaching, neuro-informed leadership and feminine business strategy for women founders, where feminine wisdom meets profitable strategy. I'm excited to really unpack her journey because it has been an epic journey and what she's doing now and what she's excited to in the future. So let's get her on. Renee, so excited to have you. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, James. It's a pleasure
Now,
to be here. Good
now we
opportunity. Thank you.
we chat. Yeah, it was so exciting. We chatted the other week, and like your background is phenomenal. The amount of study, the amount of research that you've done. Share with the audience just a snapshot of what you've been doing over the years and how you've got to where you are now.
I think like this snapshot would be I've always innately been passionate about helping people. So when I see an opportunity, I just jump in, boots and all. And then I've also had a lifelong passion for learning. So I've been working full time and studying part time pretty much consistently my whole adult life, which is a bit sad because it's given way to other things, but that's all good. I've enjoyed it. So, yeah.
Amazing. And now you're really leaning into this coaching space. What intrigued you to go down this path? Why now?
I have wanted to do my own business for quite some time, at least 10 years. I always knew it would probably be something that would eventuate, and part of my studies was with that in mind, obviously. But I was coming to the end of a contract and I had a course that I was doing at the time. The coach just said one question or statement, really. And that really just clicked with me. And I went, oh, okay, what does that mean for me? And I really thought about it and realized the only thing that's holding me back is me and my own potential judgment of myself or thoughts of what I thought other people would think of me. So I just thought, bugger that. That doesn't really actually mean anything. I don't need to let that hold me back. So I'm
Yep.
jumping in and yeah, just starting my own thing a really good crack.
Love it. And who are the type of people that you help? Who are the type of people that you serve? Unpack that for us.
Yeah. So in my business, my first passion is about lifting women in terms of their leadership, but it's really about their values and their confidence. So it's through leadership that we do that. They will potentially already be in leadership positions, like officially in terms of their jobs. Obviously, they're leaders in their own life, often in their family and in their community already. So I'm not suggesting that they're not already leaders, but I'm using it as a tool to support them to see the value in themselves, really reflect on their own strengths and utilize them to build their inner harmony is what I call it through my framework. It's basically really getting right to your own core, like getting back to yourself and yeah, building your confidence from the inside out so that then that will flow on to their opportunities, their financial capabilities, their own business, if that's the path they're going down. And also, obviously, that will flow on to families and communities. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing to ideally change the culture and give women more opportunities in that
Yeah,
space.
that's beautiful. That's so amazing, so needed. What are you finding is some of the challenges and some of the struggles that these women face in these types of roles and positions?
I think so. A lot of the women that I work with are in the health industry or are in like leadership or corporate type environments. They may not be a director or a CEO, but team leader or middle management as well. All leadership roles for women can be different, can be challenging for slightly different reasons, but there's often an aspect around the environment, the expectations, and the way that I guess we've been raised to be the good girl, to be quiet and be respectful. So it is very challenging to find the right balance to shine in a leadership environment where often the room is at least three quarters full of men, where yeah, when you're in the room and you actually have the confidence to have a voice and it's heard and respected, which is another part of the picture, the diversity that can be brought to organizations through different perspectives is incredible. And it's not just for women, obviously, inclusivity is
Yep.
the key, diversity is the key. But for me, yeah, I'm working on that angle with women, but then I also work with men one on one if they're currently running a team or looking at growing a team and wanting to as well gain the skills that I've got expertise with nervous
Fantastic.
system regulation, emotional
Fantastic.
regulation. Yeah.
So good. So needed. So important. And just back with the women, because I think it's such a special service that you're offering and results that you're delivering. You've got some amazing tools and some amazing frameworks, but if you could just maybe highlight one that you're using that's more of a flavor at the moment that you're getting some amazing results with, what would be one framework or tool that you might be able to maybe even just a high level explanation of it that's really having
Yeah.
an incredible impact with some of these women? Hey guys, just a little side note here. How's it going? Are you on track this year? I know that sometimes this part of the year we can feel like we're in a bit of a grind, a bit of in the trenches. Are you on track from the original plans that you set out for the rest of this year? What I've realized is that with this time of year, we get so distracted and we've got trying to chase so many shiny balls and go down so many rabbit holes. And that's why I created a program called the 90. It's a framework that actually allows you to achieve more in 90 days than ever before. Some of the feedback that we've got from some of the people that have used the process, the 90, is that they've achieved more in 90 days than the whole previous year. So if you'd like to have the tools, have the techniques, have the framework on the 90, so you and your team can achieve more in 90 days than ever before. What it does, it impacts you of how to get clear, what you need to do, and who you need to be to show up in order to achieve the things you want to achieve over the next 90 days. Simply head over to jamesshort.com.au, click on join the waitlist, fill in your details, and one of the team members will be in touch and take you through the 90 framework. On with the show.
It's called my Real Harmony framework. So the real stands for like it's like an acronym. So the R is for radical embodiment. So that might need a bit of explaining for some of the audience potentially. I think embodiment is a bit of a cool word at the moment, but not necessarily everyone has a depth of understanding about what that would mean. Emotional regulation is for the E. I think we all need support in that space at different times, but in particular, women don't just have work stress. So anyone between the ages, I don't know, probably all women, but the women that I would be working with, maybe say between the age of 30 and 60, that are looking at starting a business or early stages of starting a business, may have their own family or be a grandparent caring for their own parents, buying a house, going through a divorce. There's often like big transitions. And obviously, there's also hormonal transitions and things like that as well. So there's big changes that can impact our confidence and our emotional regulation, not just in the workplace. The A stands for aligned leadership. So I think I've already alluded to leadership's not just a title, but yeah, so it's about bringing that in across your whole all areas of your life. And then legacy impact is what we're working towards in regards to building a business that will leave a legacy for their family and future generation.
Wow.
That is what it's about.
That's
It's
so good.
working really well.
That's such a beautiful framework, and just on so many different levels, it hits so many different parts of women in leadership, because there's so many relevant aspects in that. That is so good. What's coming up for you? What are you looking forward to in the distant future? What are maybe some 2026 projects that you'd be working on?
I've just finished writing a book, so I'm going to be putting that out very soon, and I'll have a link for that going up soon. That is exciting, but I think for me, the end of the year is a chance to reset and actually relax and recalibrate to a degree. Going to be running just a little 3 week let's just relax course, because it's a very stressful time. So many things on our plates and that are potentially overwhelming. Just all the extra planning, all the extra events, all the extra social interaction and financial. You got to find the right gifts and get them before the day. Yeah, I find it's a very stressful time for a lot of people. Even just interacting with your family that you may not see all the time can be very hard for some people. That's if they've even got family. So let's not forget people that are actually genuinely doing it hard at this time of year. So yeah, I'm going to do that, because not only do I need that, but yeah, connecting with some people and just doing a bit of a free, let's just wind down and take care of ourselves for no reason other than to actually do that. And then next year, I'm launching a community. So it is for my founders. So I'll have 2 tiers to the way that's structured, but it'll be new founders primarily, but I'll have another group for people that are ready to scale, that have a bit more specific problems with their businesses. But yeah, the people that will be joining that group by application, because it won't just be every type of business and every woman, that will be someone that I can genuinely make a deep difference with. So the community will primarily be people that have got a similar background to myself. So somewhere in, say, the health environment where they want to transfer and do something on their own. So it could be someone in leadership in the health space, or it could be someone who's got a clinical qualification that wants to utilize that and help people as a coach, but aren't quite sure how to transition over, or people in a corporate environment that are just, I guess, done with the environment side of it and are wanting to utilize their skills in a different space. All of them are ready and all of them have already got what they need, but what I will provide is a community. So we'll have accountability, we'll have resources, we'll have tools and feedback and strategy that will actually help them make a difference and get where they want to go quickly. But it is a long term, it's a 12-month program, because things don't happen overnight, even if you want them to. So, yeah.
Of course. That's great. So exciting. So exciting. Now, Renee, on this show, we have a 60-second quiz to find out a little bit more about our guests. Are you willing to play?
Okay. Sure. I'm
Cool.
not very good at on the spot, but let's give it a crack.
Totally fine. Favorite food?
Oh, dark chocolate?
Love it. Do you have a favorite movie?
I have least favorite movie that I just watched the other day, which was Wicked 2. It went for 3 hours and I was ready to go to sleep probably about 10 minutes in. It was just like, for me, felt like people screaming song at me for 3 hours and I was not really a fan. There was
Oh,
no
fantastic.
story. It was
Right.
not my thing.
Do, do you have a favorite holiday destination?
Can I have more than one?
Sure.
Vietnam and Switzerland.
Love it. Love it. And do you have a morning and an evening routine, and what are they?
Yeah, so I do like a sort of mindfulness process in the morning, and in the evening I listen to like audio meditation before I go to sleep to get into my subconscious, and really, really good.
Fantastic. Do you have a most embarrassing moment?
Oh, there's probably a lot more than this, but the first one that came to mind was when I was in high school and a bike came down the street, like not motorbike, a bicycle came down the street and knocked me over, and I flew through the air and fell over in front of the entire school.
Oh,
Um, so that was, and it really hurt, and all my friends were just laughing at me. So I was like, ah. But anyway,
ouch.
that was fine.
Ouch. If you could choose 5 people to have dinner with, they could be
Mm.
dead or alive, who would they be?
The first one that comes to mind is my nan. Who else? She's just very wise and grounded. So just being in her presence is really awesome. I would definitely have to have Renee Brown there. I love her. I'd want to just mix it up. Like I'd have people from different walks of life. But then when I say that, I'm just thinking of women that inspire me. Like I'd like to have Oprah, Mel Robbins, all those kinds of people because they're always doing good things and helping people. But I'd probably want someone that's like not the same as me, like Muhammad Ali, or I don't know, someone who's just totally different.
Love it.
At least maybe Arnold Schwarzenegger or someone like that.
There you go. There you
Mix
go.
it up.
Fantastic. Now, if you were Prime Minister for the day, what's one thing
Mm.
that you would change?
I don't know how because I wouldn't necessarily be able to do it in one day, but I would just somehow order world peace, and people that aren't in line with that would just have to get on board with it. Yeah.
Nice.
If
Nice.
I had any kind of power, that's what I would
Fantastic. Now,
think.
last one. Last one.
Yep.
What would be your best piece of advice?
Listen to your own heart. I was going to say gut because I make decisions from my gut sometimes. But yeah, we need to just listen to ourselves. We have the answers within, and we need to sometimes just create the space to really listen to ourselves rather than let noise drown that out. So go outside, get some quiet, walk in the grass, and listen to your own thoughts that come up, and yeah, what your body tells you. Even ask
Amazing.
it, what do I need? Rest or food or water. It can be that simple. Look
Yeah.
after yourself.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, how can the audience find out more? Where should they go? What should they, how can they follow you?
I'm on pretty much all the socials. LinkedIn's probably the best one. And my name's Renee Richardson. So it's just Renee, Renae dash Richardson. I've got a website which is embodiedceocoaching.com. And yeah, just you'll find me if you have a look, and there's stuff
Awesome.
there. So on the website, there's some free downloads, and actually, I've sent you one so you can put it in the show notes. So anyone listening today can grab a copy of that. It's got 5 little tools on there that are helpful.
Fantastic. We'll definitely add all those details and that little tool, which is amazing, in the show notes. Renee, thank you for your time. Thank you so much for joining us. So insightful. It's an amazing thing that you're doing out there in the world, and we look forward to keep on following your journey and see how it progresses. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, James. Thank you.